Hello, my name is Emma, and I am an acupuncturist and herbalist. With my husband, I recently opened Healing House in Westminster, Maryland, and I'm beginning to put out some videos on YouTube, which I am giving the form of a ministry. With this one today, I'd like to focus on the theme of the heart. In my last video, I talked about the 5 elements and the 5 virtues that come from the 5 elements in Chinese medicine. So today I want to delve a little deeper into the heart, which is, of course, a sacred concept, not just an organ as we think of the heart, but the metaphorical heart, the spiritual heart, the emotional heart, the heart in every sense of the term. So, let's see. I'm going to start with a little quote from the Tao Te Ching. This is number 10. Can you coax your mind from its wandering and keep to the original oneness? Can you let your body become supple as a newborn child's? Can you cleanse your inner vision until you see nothing but the light? Can you love people and lead them without imposing your will? Can you deal with the most vital matters by letting events take their course? Can you step back from your own mind and thus understand all things? Giving birth and nourishing, having without possessing, acting with no expectations, leading and not trying to control. This is the supreme virtue. So a lot of what's in that quote can be applied to the magnificence of the heart when it is in health. So some picture of the heart in health would be free from desires, an empty heart, an empty mind. The Chinese character for the heart looks like a nest with 3 birds flying above the nest. So this symbolizes that the heart is a space in which, when it is quiet, the birds can be settled and can land. When the heart is disrupted or disturbed, the birds are fluttery and flying around and don't want to land. So you can think of that as anxiety, restlessness, agitation. So in perfect health, the heart is empty and free from desire. The heart is completely present. This is the seat of the soul, you might say. In Chinese, they call it the Shen. They refer to the heart as the Lord and Sovereign. They say the radiance of spirits stems from it. So it is really where the Empress resides, the Emperor of your soul resides, and then the radiance of the 5 spirits and 5 virtues stem from this space. So in the last video we discussed hope, compassion, love, will, and gratitude. So the 5 spirits of the 5 elements stem from the heart. The heart can also be thought of as the middle dantian. In Qigong, there is respect to the 3 dantian. The first just below the belly button, which is our energy center. The second at the heart, which is our emotional center. And then the third, upper dantian, you could say, is our spiritual center. So the middle dantian in the chest and the heart, it's a dantian, I believe means, not sure what dan means, tien for heaven perhaps. We'll come back to that. In perfect health, the heart provides us with partnership, warmth, open senses, a calm mind, and a balanced experience of joy. So not overly joyful, manic, desiring, not a lack of joy, depression, but just perfectly joyful and peaceful. The heart is where the Shen comes from. So again, the Shen being the spirit, the light within. The message I wanted to discuss today is how we are all connected to God, and that God within lies within all of us. So I have another quote. This one is from Julian of Norwich from the 1300s, who was a Christian mystic from England. Greatly ought we to rejoice that God dwells in our soul, and more greatly ought we rejoice that our soul dwells in God. It is nothing else than right understanding with true belief and certain trust in our being that we are in God and He is in us, which we do not see. So just having said all of that, discussing the heart, discussing what it looks like in health, hidden in our hearts is our connection to God. And when we quiet the mind, when we meditate, do meditative practices, maybe could be even knitting, something that quiets the mind, where you get into the flow state, you open your heart to receive God's love. So why don't we do a little meditation to promote just a little what's the word, a little plug for meditation. Meditation is quite simple, as is the beauty of the heart. Close your eyes. Come to a seated position with your spine upright, heart radiating to the light above. Rest your palms in your lap and begin to take a few centering deep breaths. And all you're going to do is focus your attention on your inhale, the breath streaming into your body, and focusing your attention again on the exhale, all the physical sensations of the breath. Let your breaths be slow and deep. You may feel your chest rising and falling. And as your breath deepens, you may feel your belly rising and falling. And if any other thoughts come into your mind, as they will, that is okay. Just remind yourself gently to bring your attention back to the breath. As soon as you've noticed you're thinking about this or that, return to the breath. And as your mind quiets, allow your body to soften. With each inhale, breathe in the purifying breath and also the light of the heart space, the light of the universe, the light of God. Let it fill your chest, empty into your belly, spread through your limbs, your fingers, and your toes. And with each exhale, let everything go. With this light that you're breathing in, also comes love. Love for yourself, for your loved ones, for your neighbor, for your ancestors, for your children, for your children's children. As your mind continues to quiet, let yourself feel expansive. Empty your thoughts into the great void. Breathe in and breathe out. Let the waters of your mind become still. Let the mud settle back to the earth. And let your heart radiate this love and light that is within you and all around you. Breathe it in and breathe it out. All right. So just a little meditation to quiet the mind, open the heart. Let's see, what did we miss? And speaking about the Tao in the Tao Te Ching, number 23 says, open yourself to the Tao and trust. Number 17 says, the master doesn't talk, he acts. This is another quality of the heart. The heart branches into the tongue. The heart offers truth, knowing your truth, knowing absolute truth, and then bringing that truth to the heart, speaking your truth. Kindness, compassion, and again, love. So when we think of God, when we think of Christ consciousness, the number one law is love. Love yourself, love your neighbor. Do as much as you can to spread love. What else? When the heart is out of balance, we try to control the outcome. The Tao Te Ching number 30 reminds us that the universe is forever out of control. The universe is chaos. So the heart in health does not try to control. The heart has peace. The heart is peace. The heart is soft and receptive, radiant, warm, and loving kindness and light. So, thank you for being with me for this talk. Paying some tribute to the heart space, to the Lord and Sovereign, the seat of love and consciousness. All right, we're going to end on one more Tao Te Ching. This one's the last one, number 81. True words aren't eloquent. Eloquent words aren't true. Wise men don't need to prove their point. Men who need to prove their point aren't wise. The master has no possessions. The more he does for others, the happier he is. The more he gives to others, the wealthier he is. The Tao nourishes by not forcing, by not dominating. The master leads. So what's been on my mind lately is giving up desires to buy, to possess, to consume. One of my first lessons in the heart space was in college when I was going through a tough time and sought after yoga and doing a nice heart opening practice, and the yogi teacher said something to the effect of an open heart comes from discipline. And I find that, as I incorporate more practices, make more time for practices, and incorporate more discipline into my life, the more open life becomes. So that's me right now, trying to incorporate more yoga, more meditation, more, even if it's just throughout the day, pausing to say my mantra, just bringing more and more of that heart space light into my day so that I can be more present and be more serving for others. So, thank you so much for listening. Namaste. This is Emma signing off. Thank you.